What the fuck is in a video titled 5 most effective abortion methods? Soraya. Okay, so he's from I've been a bad boy and got a community guideline warning, but if I bend the knee, kiss the ring and prep the bull, I can take a YouTube policy training quiz, and then after 90 days they will forgive my sins. So let's take the quiz together, so that we can all learn how to better please our overlords at the WHO. I have an active community guideline strike, and if I click warning, I see that your content was removed due to a violation of our community guidelines. You received a warning. You can take a policy training, which will remove the warning after 90 days. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, and what was my Dr. John Campbell's Awakening video that got this? And this was for medical misinformation. Okay, so let's take an action then. You can take a training to dismiss the warning, appeal our decision, or do nothing. So, okay, so what do you want to do? I can take a policy training. Your warning will expire in 90 days to keep our community safe. Your content won't be put back on YouTube. Oh, so that's good. So let's take the training and see what happens. About the training, 7 questions, 15 minutes. You want to create and share your content confidently. In this training, you will see scenarios related to the policy you violated. You have unlimited attempts to get it right. Medical misinformation, vaccine misinformation. While there are different types of medical misinformation, the one we'll focus on most in your training is vaccine misinformation. YouTube doesn't allow content that possesses serious risk of an egregious harm by spreading medical misinformation that contradicts local health authorities or the World Health Organization's guidelines about specific health conditions and substances. This policy includes the following categories: prevention misinformation, treatment misinformation, denial misinformation. We may allow content that includes medical misinformation if the content has educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic context. These exceptions aren't a path to promote medical misinformation. This training includes description of medical misinformation, which could be upsetting or triggering to some people. Okay, next. Question 1 of 7. A creator uploads a video in which they claim they researched vaccines online and are now convinced that vaccines causes cancer. Is this a violation? Yeah, it is a violation according to the YouTube, but is it true or not? That is the big question. And I already read this. Yeah. So is this this is a violation according to the YouTube guidelines, but is it true or not? That is the question. Oh, it's correct! Yes! This example violates, we do not allow content that claims that vaccines causes chronic side effects like cancer outside the rare side effects that are recognized by the health authorities. The authorities. Alright, next one. Mehmet. Who the hell is Mehmet? Mehmet uploads a video in which he calls the COVID-19 pandemic a hoax. He claims that nobody has actually died from the coronavirus, and that people who have only died of panic attacks because they believe the fabricated hype from the world government leaders. Is this a violation? Well, Mehmet is, yeah. He claims that nobody has actually died from the coronavirus and that people have only died of panic attacks. That's a violation, I would say, yes. And that is also false. Because people die from the flu all the time, and we have flu season, and so, I mean, yeah. This example violates our policy because it contradicts information from health authorities and could cause egregious harm by explicitly denying the existence of COVID-19. Does COVID-19 exist still? I mean, hasn't it mutated to something new? Yeah. But for the sake of argument, let's say COVID-19 exists. All right, third question. Tammy posts a video after getting the influenza vaccine. She says that she becomes permanently paralyzed after receiving her seasonal influenza shot. In the video, she warns others not to get the influenza vaccine because you're all going to suffer the same way I did. Is this a violation? Well, yes, of course it's a violation, because Tammy, of course, not everyone is going to get paralyzed by the vaccine, but I don't think Tammy would actually say that everyone will get paralyzed from the vaccine. Tammy would probably say that, well, I got paralyzed, and other people could also risk getting paralyzed, but not that you're all going to suffer the same way that I did. That's not how jibby-jabbies work. But of course it's a violation, and it would be a violation if she even talked about that it's a possible danger from the vaccine. But yes, it is, because YouTube is YouTube poses these retarded scenarios. Was it correct? Yeah, that's right. This example violates our policy. We do not allow claims that vaccines causes chronic side effects. Okay. Outside of rare side effects that are recognized by health authorities. While we may make exceptions for content in which creators describe their own or their family's first-hand experiences, we recognize that there is a difference between sharing personal experiences and promoting misinformation about vaccines. All right. Question 4 out of 7. These are the weird names. I mean, Misaki, is this a Japanese person? Misaki and her friends film themselves having a conversation in the car. In the video, Misaki says she doesn't want to get the COVID-19 vaccine because the shot won't actually prevent her from getting COVID-19. Is this a violation? This is actually a tricky question, because the shot won't prevent her from getting COVID-19, and she will. This isn't a. No, I wouldn't say that this is a violation, but I wouldn't dare saying this on YouTube if I was monetized, because then I would just bleep everything out. I wouldn't even dare to mention COVID-19 on YouTube if I was monetized, because I mean you never know what would happen. So this shouldn't be a violation. No, it isn't. Correct. This doesn't violate our policy because Misaki doesn't spread medical misinformation. According to information from health authorities, there is not a guaranteed prevention method for COVID-19. Yeah, but the vaccine is safe and effective, though. It's effective, and yeah, it works. I mean, the health authorities, or not the health authorities, but the media said that, well, it's 100% effective in the beginning, and then it's like, yeah, it wasn't quite like that, right? Question 5 out of 7. A creator uploads a clip demonstrating a fun science experiment combining high-grade hydrogen peroxide with other ingredients to create colorful foam. The creator warns that the concentrated high-grade hydrogen peroxide has corrosive properties and should be handled and stored with care away from reach of children. Is this a violation? No, it's not. Correct! This example doesn't violate our policy because the creator is not promoting consumption of high-grade hydrogen peroxide, according to health authorities. High-grade hydrogen peroxide presents an inherent risk of severe bodily harm or death when consumed. Yeah, you shouldn't eat high-grade hydrogen peroxide. Jesus. Okay, question 6 out of 7. Jing. What's up with these names? Jing is a nurse who makes educational health content. In her latest video, she shares that since getting the COVID-19 vaccine last year, she's had 3 miscarriages. She says that the COVID-19 vaccine made her infertile. So okay, the select all correct answers. So the question is, this video doesn't violate the policy because Jing is a medical professional. This video doesn't violate the policy because Jing is allowed to share her personal experience. This video doesn't violate the policy because Jing is not spreading medical misinformation. So Jing, wait a second. So is this maybe a trick question? Because of course she could yeah, of course taking an experimental gene therapy that's in the bodily fluids and everything in the breast milk, and yeah, of course. Okay, so this is a trick question because none of these answers should be correct. While they are I mean, this is doublethink, you know. I mean, have you ever read 1984? I mean, this video is totally unscripted and everything. I'm just sitting here doing this, but I mean, this is so fucking doublethink, like in, I don't even know what to say. I mean, of course these things happen. Of course these things violate the policy. So you have to think, okay, but what is okay to... So check, let's see. Select all the correct answers, check. What the fuck? Jing is a nurse who makes educational health content. In her latest video, she shares that since getting the COVID-19 vaccine last year, she has had 3 miscarriages. She says that the COVID-19 vaccine made her infertile. I mean, you would get perma-banned off YouTube if you said anything of this, even if you're a nurse. This video doesn't violate the policy because she is allowed to share her personal experience. No, she's not allowed. This is bullshit. And according to the WHO and all the friends there, this is medical misinformation that she... Okay, so this doesn't violate the policy because Jing is allowed to share her personal experience. Okay, she is. Yeah, okay, she is. Okay, so that's correct. We don't allow content that claims that an improved COVID-19 vaccine causes infertility because that contradicts information from the health authorities and could cause egregious harm. However, we may make exceptions for content like this where the creator describes their own and family's first-hand experience. Okay, I doubt this is true, but if you had 3 miscarriages from the COVID-19 vaccine and the COVID-19 vaccine has made you infertile, then you're allowed to share it on YouTube. Okay, sure. But what if Jing is lying? That's interesting. Okay, so last question. What the fuck is... In a video titled 5 most effective abortion methods, Surai, okay, so he's from... Surai provides recipes and instruction on 5 homemade teas and juices that pregnant women should consume for a at-home abortion. At the end of the video, Surai states, "These are not foolproof and may or may not work for you." What the fuck? 5 most effective abortion. And Surai, what is this? Like a Iraqi guy or something, or a Pakistani guy? And I mean, is abortion even allowed there? This video violates the policy because Surai is not a medical professional and should not provide medical instructions. This video violates the policy because Surai provides unsafe do-it-yourself abortion instruction. This video doesn't violate the policy because Surai warns viewer that the abortion method might not work for everyone. Okay. Okay, so YouTube obviously want women to have abortions, so maybe they want me to answer this video doesn't violate policy because he warns that abortion methods won't work for everyone. But then Planned Parenthood won't get the fetuses from the women's abortion if they do it at home. So of course they wouldn't want you to do it at home. So they probably claim to be like good people here and don't want to How do you know that Surai is not a medical professional? But let's assume that he's not a medical professional. And yeah, these. But I mean, her body, her choice. It's not yet a fetus or whatever they say, right? For homemade teas uses pregnant consume at home. Yeah, let's do both. Check here. You're almost there. Okay, select. Oh shit. Okay. Answer 1 is correct. Select all the correct. Answer 1. We don't allow content that contradicts information from health authorities and spreads harmful medical misinformation, regardless of who uploads. In this video, we don't allow content that promotes alternative abortion methods in place of chemical surgical methods deemed safe by health authorities. Answer 2 is correct, but what's your answer 1 is answer 1 is incorrect. This video violates the public because Sarah is not a medical and should not provide medical Okay. We don't allow content that contradicts information from health authorities and spreads harmful medical misinformation, regardless of who uploads it. In this video, we don't allow content that promotes alternative abortion methods in place of chemical or surgical method deemed safe by health authorities. Yeah, but probably in some countries, this is probably how they do it, but yeah. Answer 2 is correct. This video violates our policy because we don't allow content that promotes alternative abortion methods in place of chemical surgical method deemed safe by health authorities. Ah, shit. Okay, but let's try again. Check. Correct. Okay, so what happens next now? Nice work! You completed the training! We appreciate you We appreciate you taking the time to help us keep YouTube safe. Check our community guidelines anytime you're unsure about posting content. What's next? Your warning will expire 1st of March 2024. If you violate the medical misinformation policy again before this warning expires, you will get a strike. If you violate different policy, you will get another warning with the opportunity to take another training. Yeah, so a good thing that I pivoted to the